Okay, in this presentation, I'll quickly take you through the resident labour market test, what it is and what it means for IMGs. So the resident labour market test is a law in the UK which is designed to give UK citizens priority in finding work within the United Kingdom, which is, I think one of the roles of the government is to try and prioritise its own citizens over those from abroad. There is an exception to this, which is occupations in the shortage occupation list. So in October 2019, all medical practitioners were added to this list. So all medical practitioners from anywhere in the world can apply for any specialty in any recruitment round. Recruiters for medical jobs in the UK no longer have to prove that they've advertised the jobs to local UK citizens first. They can just advertise it, and whoever sees it, whoever applies for it, they can pick anyone up. So that means that IMGs will be considered alongside UK and EU nationals and other settled workers. So there's a lot of pros to this, but there's also a few cons. So we'll quickly discuss those in terms from the IMG perspective. So the pros, training is much more accessible for IMGs, especially things like standalone posts, and for more competitive specialties, um, it's much easier to get in. So what people needed to do for specialties that only recruited in round one, they need to essentially find loopholes. For example, they take a less competitive specialty, so they'd go into GP to get resident status, and then the following year they'd apply to the specialty that they want. And they'd find loopholes like that to try and apply. All of this now is obsolete. You could be, even from your home countries, you can apply at any stage of training for any job that you want, essentially. And then another sort of tidy benefit is that visa fees will be reduced by around 25% to try and promote recruitment for the shortage occupations that doctors are now. In terms of the cons, and this isn't just for IMGs, this is for everyone really, is increased competition. The pool of people who can now apply to jobs has become massively expanded, and what that means is it's not just the local graduates who are competing with IMGs, but IMGs are also competing with each other. So it's more important now than ever to really hone in on your portfolio, really hone in on all your skills, and be really prepared for the interview. Another possible downside is that there'll be fewer specialties offering round two. So round two used to be saving grace for a lot of people, especially if you were a little bit disorganized in terms of your application and you missed the first one. You could always fall back on the round two applications. This will, less likely for that to be the case for the majority of specialties, because I envision that most specialties will be oversubscribed in round one. And then again, as a reaction to this, with more people applying, we can expect to see some changes to the recruitment process. So whether that's making the long listing criteria more stringent, or making the portfolio requirements higher, or making the interview harder, or whatever it is, to be able to differentiate between a bigger group of people, you might need to have a more discriminatory interview process. And just in the same way that the resident labour market test was changed in favour of doctors and we were put on the shortest occupation list, no one can say how long this will last for. It's really difficult to estimate whether or not the UK government will feel that we've recruited enough IMGs now and we can take the doctors off this list. So we'll just have to wait and see. So if you are planning to come to the UK, don't have it as if it's in the bag. You still need to put in the work and try and come over as soon as you can. Final thoughts: the resident labour market test exemption is a mixed blessing. So it's a golden opportunity, and with all opportunities, those who are prepared and those who put in the work will reap the benefits. So I urge you all to really focus in on what you're trying to do and really prepare yourselves as much as you can for the coming applications. Finally, so good luck with all your applications, and I hope this presentation was useful, and we'll see you in the next one.